talk us through your feeling after that one, getting your first slam win in front of a home crowd.
Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty surreal feeling right now. To be able to get my first Grand Slam win at my home slam, in front of my friends and family, it's pretty cool.
Who was in the stands today? Was that your mum at the end there?
Yeah, I went over and gave my mum a bit of a hug. She was here, my dad was here, my brother flew over. Couple other friends from Murray Bridge came over, so it was really nice to be able to play in front of them.
And how did you sort of get through the match there? You serve seemed to hold you in really good stead and sort of fell away towards the end. How you sort of saw it?
Yeah, I feel like I kept my level consistent over the whole match, and yeah, like you said, my serve. I feel like my serve let me dictate points on my serve quite a fair bit during the match, and I felt like that was the deciding factor.
In terms of how your career, I guess, how do you sort of rate the way you're playing at the moment?
Yeah, I mean, definitely, I'm up there playing with the best tennis I've played throughout my career, and I still feel like I can play better. So yeah, good things are going to come.
And Gilles Simon next, very consistent. How do you go about getting past him?
Yeah, I mean, I'll sit down with my team later today and tomorrow, and we'll, I guess, discuss tactics and a plan to go about how I play him.
I'm not sure if you've seen Bernard Tomic's comments overnight. What will you take on what he said in terms of some players getting favouritism for wild cards and that sort of thing?
To be honest, I didn't really take too much thought into that. I've just been trying to focus on my match for today. I was just trying to prepare as well as I could for my match today, and I feel like that showed out on court.
Leighton sort of laughed it off and brushed it aside. Do you think that's just sort of Bernie being Bernie and just being a bit frustrated after a loss?
Yeah, possibly.
So just keeping on that thread for a moment, you beat Thanasi in the Wimbledon qualifier, I think last year, is that right? And he missed out for a wildcard spot this time. You could easily say that you've validated your wildcard spot today. Do you think that Thanasi had any reason to feel hard done by, as he said last week, for missing out on that wildcard spot? And do you think it goes to show that there is potentially a clique in Tennis Australia that do have some things come their way, and then a group who are now on the outer? Do you think they have reason to feel like they are on the outer?
I don't think so. I mean, yeah, there's been a lot of guys who have had great results this year, and I guess it was quite tough, for the guys who got wildcards, and it was pretty, I guess, stiff competition this year, and he was just unfortunate that he wasn't able to get one.
Yeah. So what do you put it down to, you getting one ahead of him?
I mean, that's not up to me to decide who gets wildcards and who doesn't. So I mean, I'm not really in the, I guess, position to comment on that.
And you've got no insight as to the reasons behind those decisions.
No.
Any further questions?
I reckon that's good for me.
Thank you.
Thanks, Alex.
Thank you very much.
Sweet.